Greetings and salutations, everyone. And welcome back to more Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Where last time... Well, let's just say some stuff happened. There we go.
Danganronpa.
Now let's investigate. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the living.
Okay, I'll start on the right this time. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. The last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words...
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. Do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? He probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. If that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is... why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because all the rule says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository.
Okay, so obviously I think I know that it's the fortune teller man and someone else, but I do not think it is Kyoko.
Okay.
Well, Kyoko has an alibi, even though it is very suspicious that she's not there. I just kind of just don't want to believe that she, killed him. Anyways, I think that maybe whoever he talked to, they kind of got something that they were planning. If like one person killed one person each, then like one person can go down, but like the other person would be safe. They just think that one person killed 2 people. The only issue is, who the fuck is the other person?
He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Okay.
Maybe that's the point.
There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Do you like my help? I mean...
Yes.
Sure. Let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It's around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning, just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office, What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the second floor, where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time, she had apparently seen the suspect on the third floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the third floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... the cry of Ifumi. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Ifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the third floor. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the third floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time, because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Well, this is the full recap. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room.
Yeah, so just in case you haven't forgotten, you had forgotten what happened.
Yeah. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there, we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However...
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Okay, good to know.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Ifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
We came right to the repository too, you know, to look around. When we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. We came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? Why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Okay, what are we searching next?
The bodies.
Fumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body.
Okay,
How on earth was the
stop
killer able to
touching
move
me.
someone so big?
My god.
From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Fumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullet section.
Okay, well, it's obvious that Hifumi was not dead at that time and got up on his own, cleaned off his glasses. I'm telling you, it makes so much sense. Why would it be anything else?
Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. So that was what was used to kill him? There's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind where the body was moved. A blue tarp has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay, anything else you want to check in this room?
The hammers.
There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at that wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay. Like there's anything else in here to look at?
I'm just gonna say, like, other than, like, pointing out some things, I would not be able to notice, like, finite details. Because I already suck at, like, picking things out of a crowd. I don't do that very well.
There's only one way in and out of this room, through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. The door is designed so that it could only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... Repository door has been added to the truth bullet section. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Fumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found. Probably go to the equipment room first, because that's on the same floor.
Right.
I want to hit the rec room too. Because there was an incident there.
That's what I'm thinking.
With the time machine / air purifier.
Right.
Okay, what are we looking at first in here?
Let's look at Murder Jill over here.
Murder
Genocide Jill. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried with the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Let's look at those.
These?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Like in another room there was a tarp. This is where they got the tarp from.
Yeah.
There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Ifumi? Ifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. It's still a total mystery. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Interesting.
But there isn't any blood on it, is there?
It's hard to tell when pink is the color.
It's blue.
Yeah. I don't see any pink, you're right. The only thing of note that we got in that room was confirming that the dolly was used to move it.
Right.
Let's check the rec room. So I'm still amazed about whatever this room is supposed to be. They have the weird hooks.
I don't know.
Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with this thing? Guess it's not worthy of being evidence. I don't see anything else here, do you? Check here, just in case, but it's a locker. It doesn't seem especially important right now, so I don't need to open it. Oh, answer yourself.
I don't need to open it. It's not important right now. And it comes later. It's just literally like a body double or some shit.
Let's see. Let's go down to the nurse zone, right? Well, we can check the library first, right?
Right.
Even if it's just to click on one hammer. It's not in here anymore.
Strange.
To the nurse zone. What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around, seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Fumi's body.
Let's see.
How Fumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. It could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Fumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Fumi in only a couple of minutes is... Can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Okay, we got... Can't even click on the blood splatter. Blood splatter is on her shadow. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Ifumi. Someone moved the body, but left the weapon behind. Again, don't need to take that as evidence, I guess. Put this trash bin over here, is that important? It's just a normal trash can. Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth.
Okay, we don't need any more evidence that Hifumi did not die. That one point, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, well, he wasn't revived, but...
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ah, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh,
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Glass's cleaning cloth has been added to the truth bullet section. Good thing I checked that random trash can. What about this? What is that? A fridge? A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. But blood transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire.
Aw, give me some.
Do. Okay.
I've heard the negative blood tastes better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have. I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hero's message has been added to the truth bullet section. So he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? The Despair Hotel.
Indeed.
The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Interesting. This is what his room looks like.
Wow.
This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right?
Maya?
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah. That camera on the left is glitching out.
The camera on the left?
Yeah, watch it.
Oh my god, it is. What the heck? Wait, can we click on it?
It's supposed to be like flashing red, but I guess part of the animation is lined up wrong. A surveillance camera. There's no point in worrying about it right now. I need to forget about it. Nope, it's
You
just
say
glitching
that,
out.
but it's like exiting this dimension.
Check his bed. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. Quick, he's hiding in the bathroom. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty?
Oh my god.
What about these boxes in the middle of the floor? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and some things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me. Robo Justice, have the arms bent like this.
Yeah, the handwriting.
Robo Justice blueprints has been added to the truth bullet section.
The handwriting is different. The handwriting is different. You're missing something.
We're missing something.
Yeah.
What did we miss?
Okay, well, we didn't click on something, but it's okay.
Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice. It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Wow, this is the pool that we've never been to. Look at all those windows.
This place is so cool.
It's pretty... yeah.
I want to swim in that pool. Just remove the spacers.
Oh, you
I
go
like to
over here. That's...
freely.
let's go to this side. Swoosh on over, please. Yoko, and...
I mean,
You, man. I've had the worst day.
Hero? Who should I talk to first here?
Let's go those at the forefront first. Then we'll do Kyoko last, I suppose.
I am positive that's a suspicious individual that attacked me. Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him. Talk to him first, just in case. Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hero. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you. Hero?
huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would it be?
That's a good question.
Huh? What? What do I look like this? Wha- Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? What is was it the Illuminati? Oh my god, it was the Illuminati all along.
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool locker. It looked like he was fast asleep. I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy.
Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
I can't, never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly,
She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
first of all, Hero, you need to explain why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. One second I was asleep. I don't even know what happened. Then I woke up and I was here.
I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Well,
let me out of
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can actually get it off. A little help.
Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong.
I didn't make this stupid freaking thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back. It's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off.
Ooh, free at last.
Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume.
Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
But it's obvious, the one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Bondage. Good idea, we wouldn't
Oh
want
my
him
God.
killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up.
Hold on, guys, I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Um.
attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided, you killed them.
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. Who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses.
No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then...
Makoto, go ahead. Okay? Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried to putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But...
Then there's the costume. There must be one that looks the same, but fits him.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence?
You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us.
What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Just how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, tell me?
Robo Justice costume has been added to the Tooth Bullet section.
Yeah, no, he actually seems, very confused.
He's always confused.
That's true.
Who should I talk to first?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check on this locker. There's a big locker near the pool.
Oh, very helpful game, thanks.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where's Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then perhaps...
Perhaps she really is working for the Mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you're quite protective of her, yes? That's because she's helped me out so much up until now. If I were the Mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I'd better leave her alone.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it.
What the heck?
If you don't mind telling me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it?
Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Ifumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please!
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. Those 2 are the ones that killed.
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then.
Hmm.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means Alter Ego or Chihiro must have done it. Must have done it. Oh my god. Correct. What do you mean? I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay?
I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
Oh, I know. That note.
Note?
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find it, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Interesting. I was summoned to the rec room at 1 a.m.
Interesting. Oh, could it have been? That's the last thing I remember, was going to the rec room. And for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
Real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
Now, hold on. He could be on to something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
What? Really?
I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, chance to escape. Someone wrote that all to trick me.
Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you.
Well, after being trapped in here for so long, you know it's a lie. You still gotta check, right? Oh, they prayed right into my desire. Get out of here. They've deceived me.
I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note.
With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it.
Yeah, sure.
Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason.
What the heck? We're serious?
Yes, a hero's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero.
No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Is it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why.
Hey, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bowed and gagged you. We have time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right?
You're right. I need to look for for the second suit in that note. Feet, don't fail me now.
Guess I'd better
Oh
get
my
back to
God.
guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Makoto, do you have a second?
Huh?
I want you to try to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start to this one, so I need to make up some ground.
Sure, I don't mind helping. Can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No.
To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
Okay.
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses.
Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree?
How am I supposed to answer?
anyway,
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins. Again.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay then. Show me where the bodies are.
They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now.
So, I think Kyoko could be the spy. But even if she is the spy, I don't believe that she is the killer, per se.
Okay.
Like, the killer or the accomplice.
So-
I think if anything, Hifumi was probably the accomplice. And he just, like, got caught up in it. Because he didn't want, or whoever killed whoever didn't want, like, any evidence or any witnesses, whatever.
Yeah, perhaps.
Hifumi and Taka.
For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started.
She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons.
Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something.
You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand?
You did?
whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much?
No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving right. It's most likely broke whenever he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock.
So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
Hey, you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, couldn't it have been broken at 6 p.m.?
Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Interesting.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something.
You're right, there's something white in there. How did nobody notice?
Makoto,
You know, it pisses me off that Kyoko has to be here just for us to realize.
Kyoko is the
So-
only competent person.
I know. It pisses me off so much. Like, she's so smart, but we're just, like, sitting here. And we can't, like, look for, like, minor details. Because we're just like, yep, that's a dead body. Anyways. Can you try and pry it out?
Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better than suited to this kind of manual labor, right?
Okay. Much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cooled hand. The ice-cooled hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fists. A piece of paper.
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that.
Kyoko then turned to Fumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Ufumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own.
Hyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the tooth bullet section.
Looks like a piece of a picture.
The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer is able to move Fumi's massive corpse. Yeah, I know, he's big.
Yeah.
It's all the same stuff. But he is talking about the spotless glasses. Wait, this glass is clean, but who would do that? So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this.
A wad of paper.
That's right.
Ifumi had it hidden on him.
Hidden.
Indeed.
He had stuffed it into his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see.
In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something.
I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up.
When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? Or the hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out. Oh, that's the exact note.
Oh, yeah.
A note.
Oh, so now we understand. He was actually the accomplice. Because, like I said, he would have had to, like, lifted himself up from that position. to be able to not like obstruct the blood on the floor in the nurse's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a refrigerator with blood packs right there.
That is true.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Yeah, the other one said rec room, right? So this is not that same note, but Taka was in the equipment with the... I don't know. There's a different note that says to go to the equipment room instead. At 6 a.m.
Strange.
So-
Maybe some, like, two of them got, like, different notes. Just to, like, mislead them? I don't know. Sounds very familiar.
That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole that you can use to escape. Monokuma can't find it, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. The note they wrote to Ifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
Huh?
So,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
Some meaning to part of it being ripped? Like Taka was holding it and that's why the corner came off? Because he was holding it and...
Oh, right. I mean, I guess so.
Could you maybe explain it a little more?
Think carefully.
hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly?
I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
The note Ifumi had has been added to the truth bullet section.
hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you the other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place.
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I would have gone out of my way to mention it.
Wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm stupid.
It's okay.
All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. They may come a point, however, where handbooks may play a role.
Handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section. Now is it time?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Well,
It would
well, well.
seem-
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest of for yourself, and come to a proper conclusion.
Yeah, you're right.
shall we go?
Well, we better get going.
Okay. Back to the spooky door.
And then we save, and then we call that here.
Yeah, it's about 50 minutes long, which is decent enough length, so...
Right.
So,
Trial
everyone...
is usually 2 hours.
Yeah, who
So-
knows? The trial might be like that long. Who knows? They do get longer. I don't know if it's like linearly, like each one is longer, but yeah. It's
Yeah.
better to not try to spend the whole night doing it. So, everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. And while we're wait for the next one, you can try to guess what happened. That'd be fabulous.
Do you throw out your theories? Some of you are detectives, I'm telling you.
I suppose. Adios, everyone.